Today is their day. No matter how, no matter what, no matter who was there, as what, even if we brought all the presidents of the world to sit there as ministers or whatsoever, once today is ordained for them to die, they will. And this is what has happened.
All right, guys, we all know that something has happened yesterday at the EL-WAK Sports Stadium in Accra during the screening of a potential recruit into the Ghana Armed Forces. Now, what actually happened there has made a lot of people talk about the issues concerning the recruitment of potential recruits into the Ghana Armed Forces. That it's high time that things must change. Where Ghana has reached as a country, we are not supposed to be packing people under the sun or in the name of recruiting people. And also, the kind of individuals that are there, they have exceeded the kind of people that they are going to recruit into the service. They are only taking 4,000 people this year, but about almost 60,000 people has made applications, has gotten their forms, has applied for this service. And even in Accra alone, it's been said that almost 5,000 people are there at the sports stadium. So just imagine that right now it's like the state is messing up. Okay, so this is what is happening. In the midst of all these things, a lot of people have talked about the issues. People have visited the buried family, and those who are at the hospitals, some ministers have visited, and ministers have spoke about the issue concerning what is currently happening. This is Yawa TV. We are going to dive into the details one by one. If today is your first time being on this platform, I would like you to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's dive right into the details. All right, yesterday we have seen that Ghana has recorded 6 confirmed deaths of a potential recruit out of the 28 victims at the EL-WAK Stadium stampede. Now, this is what is happening. A lot of ministers have spoke about the issues, even the president, and some of the ministers have visited the buried family. Some of the ministers have visited the 37 military hospital to check on the victims. The president of the National Youth Authority and his committee has visited the hospital to check on the victims, the affected victims of the EL-WAK accident.
Stop crying, okay? We are here because of you. So you'll be fine, okay? Please. Okay, everything will be alright. What's your name? Okay, so don't cry, okay? Please, take care. That's fine, brother. Otherwise, you would have been trampled on.
Thank God that you are alive.
The process.
Now, from there, Reverend Nti Fojo, Minister, Honorable Minister, was interviewed, and he said the incident that took place should not be politicized, should not be looked in a political way. For safekeeping or safeguarding of the potential recruits, immediately all this must be halted across all regions, not in Greater Accra alone, across all regions, to safeguard the safety of all the potential recruits.
To assure that we approach this matter not with partisan considerations, but with the national interests in view. This is not a time for politics. So I would urge that everyone refrains from politicizing this rather unfortunate matter. We will look into it objectively and offer constructive recommendations for the way forward. We are appealing that in the best interest of safeguarding lives of potential recruits, all nationwide recruitment exercises be put to a halt and suspended for the time being, not just Accra. All nationwide recruitment processes must be halted so that a very good job can be done in probing, in reviewing, reforming, and then when we put in very optimal measures, we can recommence the process.
And also, you're also appealing to the government that the deceased should be compensated with any of their relatives who are fit for the army to be given that chance to join the army. And also, those who are on their bed, their sick bed, also be looked into whenever they recover, if they are fit for the Ghana Army. They should be allowed, they should be prioritized to join the army before anything else.
Another appeal that we would want to convey to the government is to look at how some adequate compensation could be looked at for our brave potential soldiers who have lost their lives, for the families. For those who are wounded, it is our hope that when they recover, for those who will still be medically fit as per Ghana Armed Forces requirements for recruitment, they be prioritized. For those who may, for one reason or the other, may not be fit to enter, some considerations for their relatives to replace them who are fit, and for some compensation to be granted. But we will support the Ghana Armed Forces and the Ministry of Defense so that we put in the right measures to forestall what has occurred so that we do not have this happening again. Our soldiers are some of the finest we have in the world. So let us look at this isolated incident and all support. We put in the right measures, we find out what caused it, and then we correct it with that objective view. We thank you very much.
Now, this is where the concern is. According to this year, only 4,000 that are going to be recruited, 4,000 individuals into the Ghana Armed Forces. But here lies the case, over 60,000 people have applied for this opportunity. So a lot of people are calling this is the kind of youth unemployment in the country, the kind of unemployment we are facing in Ghana right now. Just imagine, 4,000 are going to be selected and funds are being released into the system, and 60,000 individuals have purchased that fund. Maybe more than 60,000. Those that are being selected, those that are saying you are now qualified, are 60,000. Do the math. Now, let's get back to this case. Take 4,000 people that are going to be recruited into the army this year, divided by 16 regions. You are getting 250 from each region. Across every region, you are getting 250 individuals. Let's put that aside. If 250 individuals are going to be recruited from each regions into the Ghana Armed Forces, now we have something in Ghana protocols. Those people are also part of the 250 people. Let's see, the ministers, the MPs, whoever, assemblymen, also have their people that they are going to bring into the Ghana Armed Forces. You have these commanders that are going to bring their people into the Ghana Armed Forces. That means a lot of people that are there, the crowd that are there, those people are fighting for something that they won't even get. That's the kind of problem we are having in Ghana right now. To the extent that 6 people, as lost, 28 victims has been recorded. You see, it is high time that where Ghana has reached since independence, it's high time things to change. There are things that should be put in place. We are not in a technological world. There are things to be adapted, not putting people understand. A lot of people understand in the name of recruiting people into the Ghana Armed Forces. It does not make any sense. Now let's listen to these people talking about the incident that happened at the EL-WAK Stadium and the kind of applicants that are applied for this year's recruitment.
This year, I think the forms were sold for about 30 Ghana cedis.
Was it not 200? I read that it was 350 before.
Yes.
And then there was a 40% reduction to 200 cities.
So multiply that by 60,000.
Yeah.
When indeed we're looking for just 4,000.
Yes.
Is it just a way to make money?
In part, yes, because it comes out to around 12.5 million cities. Mm-hmm. Now, 12.5 million cities spread over the 16 regions or so. Mm-hmm. You can't tell me that there are close to 1 million cities to actually man those centers.
I mean, you're going to have administrative costs and
sure.
all, but is that going to call you 12.5?
No, I don't think so. Exactly. And if the Ghana Armed Forces want to help the conversation and the investigation about how we can reform the sector moving forward, they should give us an audit of their costs. The personnel who man it are employed by you anyway.
Exactly.
So there's no labor costs. You cannot in any way, shape or form tell me that a military officer or soldier who has been assigned to oversee recruitment at EL-WAK, Cape Coast, Ashanti region, Tamale, has to be paid an additional salary. I beg to differ. And I don't, so labor cost is out. Administratively, yes. Because when you're doing these checks, there are certain inputs that need to be done. And so they should give us an itemized list of their costs in order to justify the amount of revenue that they are making. Definitely there's a cost to it.
True.
But that will then lend to the argument as to whether they are keeping the portal open for longer than is necessary to meet those administrative costs.
Now that's it. That's the problem that Ghana is facing right now. And some ministers in parliament has labeled their opinions or their comments on what actually transpired at the EL-WAK stadium yesterday.
Mr. Speaker, as we say today, I can tell you that over 10 to 20,000 young people applied and are qualified. Meanwhile, the military is going to take only 4,000 people. This current recruitment, just 4,000. The Accra Center alone has more than 5,000 people. That is the difficulty that we face. And lastly, Mr. Speaker, This only tells us that we have a big problem in the country, a problem of unemployment. Big problem. And Mr. Speaker, the earlier the political class plus the leaders of this nation do something about it, the better for us. Because if young men all across the world, it's difficult to get people to serve in the military. People in US, people literally have to be begged to serve in many militaries. And today, young men and women are all rushing just because they want to serve in the military. I don't know whether it's for job purposes they're doing that or it's just a love of serving in the military. That is happening. But I will lean towards the fact that people want to survive. People want a job. And Mr. Speaker, I can say that we have a big problem of unemployment. And these teeming youth who are outside, between the ages of 21 when they have completed school and 25, if we don't do something about them, Mr. Speaker, this nation called Ghana, we may regret one day. I don't know when, but I can say that it's easier or it is better for the political class to think together. And I like the way you said we should work together. We should work together and find a solution to it immediately.
That's it. You can clearly see that all what these ministers are saying are clearly making points, because there's no need for you to release a kind of forms that you know that those people that are going to buy the form, all those people that are there rushing scatter up and there, they are not going to be selected. You are not going to put them into the armed forces. You already had people that you are planned for. You already had the kind of individuals that you are going to take into this force. A lot of people that are there, they are not there because they have the passion for the job. They are there because of the unemployment, just to have a job. That every month they have something that they can say, oh yes, I'm getting paid. I've gotten my salary. They have something that they can depend on. They say that, oh, every month I'm going to be paid. Every month I have something that I'm going to depend on. They are just there for that, not for the passion. Not for passion as to work for your country. And also, let's look at this aspect. Some of the families of the buried have been visited. And when you see, it's really sad. 1 minute, your daughter tells you or your son tells you that, oh, I'm going for this screening. I'm going for recruitment for the Ghana Armed Forces. And the next you hear that your daughter is in the hospital. Your daughter is dead. How will you feel as a parent? How will you feel?
I see you. I see Mama me do me phone. Ufremia usanka me. Me see oh udum na minti me o. I see oh Mama me be fie. Ya friend in line na uncle. Ya friend na uncle. E wo mo na be to mu. E na boy bi fire. Obisa me say ofri e na oba e ho. Me so Africa aswa. Aswa no free. E no si o. Mi jinasu won kasa da. E na me the phone to ho. This a friend wamfa. Mi friend a wamfa. E kire na mi sa friend a e no fa. O fa e no si. O ya ubanu o yare o. Oda 37. Oda 37. You see, Edian I see here. Or see oh me ti wo background no say you see ati anesu. Oi, ati anesu. And I me see yeah. Yo me ba says here. Yo, I feel me friend for na enko. Me friend enko. My friend in Brazil, uncle say. Obewu mi ba no mu a. Mocha na. Uncle eno. Na mi ba ne da mochi. Ah! Oda. Mahu ni dia manu munyina. Mahu mi hunu. Asa.
So I think it's high time that the authorities should look into certain things like this. They should look into it. Where Ghana has reached now, it's high time they look into things like this and make sure things are being taken care of. Now, there's one woman in parliament, a minister at MP for Pusiga, said something that is their time to die. This is the time that the Almighty Allah has ordained for them. So no matter what, if they bring all the president across the world and put them over there at EL-WAK Stadium as ministers, still, if they are going to die, they are going to die. So there's nothing that nobody can do to change it. Yes, it's because it's not her bloodline. It's not her daughter. It's not her son or whoever. Let's imagine that's the only daughter that she had and is there. We all know what she can say. Just listen to her statement.
Mr. Speaker, I wish to first of all express my condolences to the bereaved families. It is really, really very painful to have our children to go for recruitment only for us to lose them. But I want us to all take solace in the Almighty Allah. There is nothing that happens that doesn't happen at the right time. This is what the Almighty Allah has ordained for them. Today is their day. No matter how, no matter what, no matter who was there, as what, even if we brought all the presidents of the world to sit there as ministers or whatsoever, once today is ordained for them to die, they will. And this is what has happened. Unless you don't believe in the oneness of God, unless you don't believe in the oneness of the Almighty Allah, it is not anybody who wanted them to die. There is no single officer there who wanted even one single soul to pass. Not even one person hoped and prayed that one person would die there. Let us understand that. If that were the wish of anybody, I haven't seen or thought of that person. Mr. Speaker, I appreciate what you have said. Let us work together. If there are mistakes, let us look into it.
What do you think about this woman's particular comment? You can see that when she said that, the whole parliament will say, what? What is she trying to say? You see, sometimes I think our ministers should know how they speak. Yeah, we know that they have, they have died, we know that. But yes, still, do you know what it has cost to those who, that's their children, or maybe that's what they have. The only thing that they have, their source of everything in the house. Do you know how it is as a minister? You sitting on there just saying whatever you want to say. You see, it's high time that some of our ministers, it doesn't matter their age, they should start learning wisdom or knowledge. Wisdom is acquired. Knowledge is being learned. You should start learning the ways how they should speak. Guys, what are your opinion about all what is happening in Ghana right now, about the GAF recruitment and everything? Drop your opinion in the comment section. If you think she spoke well or she did not speak well, just drop it in the comment section. Thanks for watching this channel.